Hey, and welcome to GoodKnitKisses. I'm your host, Kristen, and this is totally new to me. You see my weird looking face on the beginning of your stream.
Welcome to GoodKnitKisses.
Look at this.
I'm your host, Kristen, and this is totally new to me.
It's echoing. I am totally learning. Wow, this is crazy. Oh my gosh. Hopefully this isn't too loud now. Oh my gosh. You guys, thank you so much for your patience with me. I am always learning, always striving to do new things. Today, I am doing something for the very first time. I am using a broadcasting software, and of course, I'm streaming to you on YouTube. Now, I have streamed on YouTube before, but not this way. So this is totally new. And if you're catching me for the first time, thank you so much for joining me. And you are at GoodKnitKisses, and I am your host, Kristen Mangus, and I teach how to knit with needles and on the knitting loom and crochet and so much more. Also reviews and everything. You're seeing my wild and crazy shirt. I don't think you usually see me in like crazy colors. So I'm usually in like solids. It looks funny on the screen. Oh my gosh, I see you guys jumping in and saying hello. So welcome. I'm so glad you're here. If you see all these crazy things on the side here, these are new icons. They are emojis for VIP people. And I'm so glad that we have been able to roll this out to you. This is a new YouTube sponsorship feature. A member area where you can join, and what it does is it supports the channel, but in fact it is really cool because I get this really cool tight knit, better than tight knit because we knit, community, and I can also provide some extra cool perks. And so I put that video up earlier today, or actually yesterday at some point, and let you guys know about it. So be sure and check out that video. And oh my gosh, I'm such a dork. My alarms are going off. So thank you for your patience with me. I'm going to come and say hello to everybody joining us. And welcome and thank you to the first 5 VIP members that we have now. We already have 5. Actually, I need to go look here in a second. So while you're in this chat, be sure and click the join button to join up if you want to. And I'll tell you more about it in a minute. I am going to find my... I'm going to find my links here to give you, and I'll throw that in the channel. So if you don't have the join thing and you're interested and want to know about it and become a member, I'm going to drop this in the chat here. So be patient with me while I do this. Oh, here is the link. Yay! So if you want to join, you can do that. And so I'm going to give you a little bit more information on here. Let me drop this in. 1 second, and then I'm going to say hello personally to all you guys. So what this is, oh, apparently I'm going over. I always end up putting in too much stuff. So let's see. Too many characters. You guys, thank you for your patience. Here I go. I still have too many characters, dude. Okay. I'm right at 200. Okay. Okay. Hey, Bridget. Hey, Amaris. Joseph. Hi, Melody. Good afternoon. Hey, Karen and Ida. Hi, April and Melody. Oh, you're so awesome back. Thank you so much. Hello, Kelly Key in Texas. I'm in Texas too. Hey, Mandy and Wilma. Good to see you. And Kitty Cat Princess 205. Can you say hi to me? Yes. Hello. Hi. Hey, DZ in Algerian country. And Bridget says, hey, girl. Card Chick 50. Hello. How exciting. I'm excited too. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Ida. You're so sweet. Hey, Lydia and Crafter's Delight. PA. That's Pennsylvania, right? I'm so bad. Someone sent me something the other day and it was MT and I'm like, Montana, right? I think that's Montana. Oh, Chris, thank you so much. Says, love your site and all the patterns. Hey, Bree, ME1 in Alabama. Hey. And there's that link down below. So if you want to be a member, so what it is, you get all kinds of perks and stuff. And we're actually doing this call when I would be doing the VIP call once a month, which is going to be the first Tuesday of the month. And it will be extremely personal and totally private. It'll be just for VIP people. And you get like a lot of one-on-one time with me, and we'll stream and we'll chat. And you can just let me know what you're wanting to do, and then we'll talk about other things, and we're going to have giveaways. Yes. So we're going to have giveaways like once a quarter, so every 3 months, and I'm going to do multiple giveaways to VIP people. What the VIP is you actually, it's a monthly, like a subscription, but it's a monthly membership, and the US is $4.99 and plus tax, and then for different countries it changes slightly, so you'll have to click on all that to learn more for your country. We actually already have members. Our first person was actually from Canada, and then we even have a member from New Zealand. So hi, you guys, and welcome. I'm actually going to go and pull up the membership stuff and let you guys know, and I'm going to refresh this so I'll be able to tell if you jump on. And if you are a VIP member and you're on here already in the chat, there is a way that you get, well, first of all, you get a special badge. And if I see you in here chatting, I can actually, next to your name, it's going to appear with a little icon. And you get a little ball of yarn when you first start. It's a little blue ball of yarn, and then it goes to purple after about a month, and then it goes over to, I'm sorry, yeah, and then it goes to green. You know, my favorite is that chartreuse green color, right? And then it goes over there. So like next to your name, it has a little extra badge. It's really kind of fun. And let me see if there's anybody who's joined us who is one, because it should make it pop up. I didn't tell any of the VIPs yet that I was going to start this today. It just happens to be first Tuesday today. So I thought I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys. So, and then also, if you're in the chat, you actually get, I'll tell VIPs more about it so they see it later, but if you see all these little emojis on the side, I just had these custom done, little animated, well, cartoons of Kristen. And we have the top one, which is, let's see if I can touch it. Boop. This is the loom one of me. Going. And then the next one is the emoji for silly right there. I'm sticking needles up my nose. Not really. And then the next one is thumbs, like for thumbs up. That one's our crochet one. And then this one's like kind of apocalypse style. This one is what our emoji is going to be for swatch. Like, I don't want to do a swatch. Ah! Instead of angry. That's much better, right? That's how you might feel when I say, you might want to make a swatch. So, hey, Lori, I see you jumping on. Hey, Jill. Hey, April. Thank you so much for watching. Hi, Ramon in Puerto Rico. Raymond. And Lori in New Jersey. Hello. Winter Sky in the UK. Gateshead. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you joined us today. Barbara in Massachusetts. Awesome. LH in England. Denise. Oh, it's rainy in Nebraska. Nebraska, yeah. And Joan in... oh, we have a new member. Who's the new member? Oh, there's somebody who's a member who joined. I'm still learning. Wait, I want to greet the new VIP. BREHME01. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for joining. You're a new member. Welcome. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you want to use the emoji chat, I don't know if it'll let you pop it up, but start typing the colon, not the semicolon, but type the colon and write GKK. And then you can type loom or silly or swatch or thumb, and then put the little colon again, and it gives you like a little emoji, so you can like do your own emoji. And so it's really cool. Thank you so much. Hey Tammy. Oh, she says, my hero, you're so sweet. I want a badge. LH says, well, you have to join. You have to become a member to get a badge. It's really fun. Dorothy, hey. And Bridget, oh, you're so You're so silly. Hey, Vicky. And Dizzy Stitches. Oh, you're in Kansas. Awesome. Christina, do you have a video about side stitches making a 10 stitch blanket? Yeah, I do. And in fact, I've got a really long live stream. It's almost like an hour long of doing the 10 stitch on needles, picking them up. I also have a video on picking up the stitches on the loom and also on needles. Back from last year, I did some a loom along with Yarn Inspirations. We did the Bernat blanket stitch along, and so if you look in my playlist for those videos, you'll be able to find how to pick up stitches. I know I've done them in some other videos, but that's the first one that kind of comes to mind. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. And we've got Joanne. Also, your membership helps pay for, it helps our team, Joanne. It helps make new videos. Actually, the more members that we have, the less reliant I use brands to help sponsor me, because this is my primary job. I'm here for you guys. And I really want to form this community and get to know you better. And also, when you are as a member, a VIP, when you're a member, I can see the badge. And if you ever comment on a video and you're like, Kristen, I really need clarification on this video, or hey, I have an idea for a video, or in our private community chat, yeah, we have a private community page, and you can answer polls and all kinds of stuff. Now, I do have the public page, but I will have private community chats all the time. And whenever you tell me those things, I'll be able to first priority make stuff for you. I mean, like, bottom line. And so once a month, we're going to have calls. We're also going to, once a quarter, we're going to do stash giveaways, like stuff you see in my stash. Like, I've got stuff to give away. And yeah, and like if I go on a special trip, I'm going to, I'll probably let you know if I'm going to be having a meetup at a local yarn store, like say, hey, I'm going to Tennessee, or I'm going to Colorado. I'm going to go find a local place. This is where we're going to meet up. I will let you know where I'm going. So it's really, really cool. I'll say, hey, I'm going to meet up, and if anybody wants to join me, we can establish a time. And I'm also going to be buying stuff for my stash and giving them away. Like if I love a yarn, I'm going to get a duplicate and give it away in the next stash giveaway. Yeah, and then all my patterns that we come out with each month, this is the best part. The patterns that I come out with each month, Joanne and I write up on the website. Now, this is not ones like if I'm doing a Red Heart pattern that's just their pattern, but say I like take one of their patterns and convert it and put it on the loom, then that pattern that that I write up, or a needle or a crochet, that pattern will get put in a PDF, and VIP members get the PDF for free. So it's a guaranteed at least 1 to 2 patterns a month. You'll get those emailed to you. So as soon as you join, you start getting the patterns as they're released. In fact, we have a loom knit pattern and a needle knit pattern coming out tomorrow. Fingerless mitts. Yeah, fingerless mitts. So there's 2 patterns coming out tomorrow. In fact, that means 4 videos because I'm doing them in both directions. So, oh, Christina, thank you so much. Oh, I didn't see the message that Stephanie had written. I don't know what that happened. Tammy wrote you telling you the only person able to teach me. Oh, wow. I wrote you telling you that you were the only person able to teach me knitting. I have a learning disability, and it can be extremely frustrating. That's why you're my hero. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Tammy. I'm so glad that that's helpful to you. I know there are so many different teaching styles and learning styles, and I know that sometimes I have to go over things again and again myself and learn multiple ways to do stuff, and hopefully I'm hitting on all those points. It makes some people frustrated because I take longer to teach something, or I may, you know, kind of give a little too many extra tips and people are like, come on already. But honestly, if you love me, that's my style. And I'm doing that so that I can help all the people in the room, not just one person. So hopefully that helps. And if you guys ever want something specifically really fast with no talking, let me know. If you're a VIP, I'm going to try it out. I'm willing to try things new. Yeah. Hey, Gayla, it's good to catch you. I'm so glad you're on here. You caught me live. Heidi says, I wasn't do a chevron blanket on the loom. I can't find a 48 peg loom here in the UK, and found one in Canada for $27 plus postage. Oh, 48 peg loom. You know, let me see. that might be something that you could probably find on Amazon. The Nifty Knitter. Have you checked out the Nifty Knitters? You might be able to check with Cindy Wood Looms because they actually make a loom for that. But I don't know what her overseas shipping is. I don't know what that is. But check out Cindy Wood Looms, or actually go to premium knittinglooms.com, right? I think that's the website if anybody knows it. Let's see. Dizzy Stitches says, I laugh every time I watch your t-shirt tutorial. Y'all, I like out my husband. He had these big old holes in his shirt. Hey, Ida. Okay, so you're wanting some more loom. Vicky, thank you. You're wonderful. Your videos, you're a great teacher. Thank you so much. Can I please do a corner of a 10-stitch blanket? Yeah, I've actually got a couple of loom ones, and then I do the corners on the needle video. It's actually in my top 10. This really long video is actually in my top 10 and for knitting. And we can drop the link in here in a moment. I don't have that in front of me, but yeah, the needle knit pattern. And you guys, be sure and come. I have over 600 videos, and if you will go to the GoodKnitKisses main channel page, so youtube.com/GoodKnitKisses, and you know how there's a search bar at the very top for YouTube? Well, if you look down below on my channel page, there's a search bar. And if you type in just a keyword, it'll come up with all the videos that just I have created. So of course you can search for all of YouTube, but if you want to see what Kristen's made, then go check that out and you'll be able to find it much easier and faster than waiting on me to respond. Cause you know, there's like a ton of comments and things that I'm trying to get through. And of course, making new content in video, which takes a long time because you know how long it takes to knit and crochet and then making the videos and then editing and all that stuff. So anyway, but yeah, if you would like to join as a VIP, be sure and check out that link down below. Let me see if I can put that right back up again. If you missed the link, let's see, copy link, paste link. This is the first time I'm doing this. So if you're just joining me, these are badges along the side that you get, or no, these are not the badges. These are the emojis. And in fact, until we had more than 2 members, I can only do 4 emojis. And now that we have more members, I can do another emoji. So I'm going to be buying one. Oh man. Okay. I see you put the emoji on. Should I just say Bremy? I don't even know how to say your YouTube name, but that's so cool. So Bremy's got the little thumbs up with the crochet hook. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. That is so sweet. I love it. And he's got the ball of yarn, the blue ball of yarn. So after you've been on for a month, that ball of yarn is going to change to a purple ball of yarn. Thanks to Joanne at GoodKnitKisses, our teammate here. And she made the little the yarn badges. And then when you've been here for 6 months, you actually start getting badges that look like these. You get the, let's see, you get the silly needle one, I think. And then the loom one, the big, you know, anyway, so you get the different badges and they change. So like once you've been there 6 months and then 1 year and then 2 years actually does that. And in the meantime, you will have racked up all the patterns for free. So rather than like for years, what I've done is I had patterns in the beginning. And then when I started publishing them on my website, I made a PDF, an ad-free PDF and a convenience fee of like $2. Like, so it's like $1.99. And then you can get that. It doesn't have ads and it's something you can purchase on Ravelry, but you can still see it free on my website. So what I did was, I wanted to provide these to the VIP members. So you never have to buy a pattern. You're automatically going to get it in your inbox. You can still go to the website and you can see all the things that I've typed up in addition to it, but the pattern will be a strict pattern. So if you want a printable pattern that you can have right next to you and it doesn't have all the stuff that I've put in there, like telling you a little bit more about the pattern and stuff, you know, like background and stuff like that. But anyway, so that you'll be able to get. And of course, that will be emailed to you. So the sooner you join, the sooner you start getting free patterns. I mean, you're paying for the patterns, you're sponsoring me. But yeah, you could get one, you could get 3 or 4. It just depends on how many I come out with, but it would definitely be patterns. So anyway, thank you so much, you guys. Just reading some of your comments here. Oh, thank you. Joanna's putting the link up for the corner of the 10-stitch blanket. She's got it right there. And I think that video, probably that link, she's probably got where it jumps right to the spot. Okay. Dorothy, thank you so much. She's requesting for this cardigan for a granny square found on Pinterest. Show how to do it. I'll have to look at that if you'll provide a link. Hopefully this comment will be available after. I can look and see if I can tell you which things that you might need to learn from it. I cannot teach from someone else's pattern unless they have requested it or I've requested and they gave me permission. So that would need to happen. However, take a look at the part that you find difficult, and maybe I could provide a pattern link to one, like a link to a video that maybe shows the part that you're having the difficulty. Let me say it that way. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you. Okay, a nightmare. I really appreciate you taking the extra time to go over techniques, because I think that I understand what I'm doing right away and then lost on the next row. Yeah, and sometimes when you're working on something, you're kind of going along, and then maybe the next row, it would be better if you set it up. Like beforehand. So there's this technique that I'm going to be using actually tomorrow in tomorrow's video. There is a way to do something called a knit one below, and on the loom, it's actually better if you set it up the row before, and so it actually makes the pattern go really fast. So you're going to get to see that tomorrow. So that's one of those tips I'm coming out with. Oh my gosh, welcome Crafter's Delight. Yay, thank you so much. It's a new member, a new VIP. I'm so glad you're here. Be sure and test out the emojis over here. Hit the colon in between and type GKK, and you can type loom or silly or thumb or swatch. And they're in order. I actually said those in order and I wasn't even looking. Wow. I'm impressed. Oh my gosh, I'm so weird. So we're going to be able to have a live call once a month, and part of me setting the live call right now, this live stream up this way, is kind of to get me used to how to do it. So I'm really glad. I can't believe we have 51 people watching. I'm so glad that you're here. If you haven't commented yet, be sure and do that down below. If you want to join, I will, let me paste that link again. This is how you can join, or you can hit that join button. And yeah, so you like the emojis, Pink Ribbon? Thank you so much. Yeah, so I went on Fiverr and I spent not $5. I actually found a graphic artist, and they took my picture and made it into this emoji. And I actually could do another one, but I need to earn enough money to pay for that. So right now, I spent a pretty penny on on making them, but I think it's worth it. And I love paying artists for, for what they do. And I don't want to underpay, just like I don't want you to knit your knits or crochets and, spend all this time and effort on something that someone doesn't quite appreciate. And I also want you to be able to enjoy what you're making and do what I say at GoodKnitKisses all the time. And that's where that comes from, is to, knit your love, to love your stitches. And I just, we're going to stitch our love and love our stitches. And that's really what that's all about, is loving what we're working on and learning in the process. I think there is a fun journey that can be had when you stitch up something, you make mistakes, you go back and you go, what did I do? And then you kind of fix it, but then you kind of learn as you go, and then you really love what you're doing even more. And then you start growing and building on those skills and building and building and building and getting better, and you get more and more excited, right? And you try more and more patterns and stretch yourself and grow. And then, of course, then you end up getting into other things. You can see from my studio, oh my gosh, there's so many things. Oh my gosh, Steven, one of my top contributors for captions. Thank you so much. Stephen is now a VIP. Thank you so much, Stephen. And I got to tell you, you guys, a little bit of trivia. Did you know that I got hearing aids? I got hearing aids back in May. You can't hear. I'll let you see them. You can see them. They're right here. Yeah, I got them back in May. And even before that, I had told people that I wanted to start captioning. My sister-in-law actually has a cochlear. And so I've been paying for captioning these past actually couple of years now on several projects. And it's a lot. It's a lot to pay for, and juggling with family budget and stuff too. So, because, you know, I work from home. I got 3 kids. We have 6 in our house. My father-in-law actually lives with us. So we have a big family here. And anyway, but then I did realize that I was losing my hearing myself. And so I've been captioning every video that comes out. I haven't been captioning the live ones that I end up replaying because they're really long and it costs a lot. So part of the memberships here go towards helping offset some of those costs. So anyway, oh my gosh. Gayla, thank you so much. Gayla, thank you. She is a new VIP member too. Thank you so much. Love you guys. And Gayla, man, she's all over. I see her on Facebook as well as Steven. And man, I'm so glad to have you guys here. Amaris, thank you so much for the super chat. You are my first super chat ever. Oh my gosh. Amaris Joseph. You go by Joseph or Amaris? Anyway, thank you so much for that. Super chat. I have seen super chats before on other people's live streams, and that's never happened to me. And I've always said whenever I get a super chat, that goes to the kitty for closed captions. So that dollar is going to closed captions. It's actually, I'll tell you exactly how much it costs me when I get closed captioning done. It costs me now. It used to cost me like it was like $3 a minute, and now and then $2 a minute. So that actually pays for a minute, because I now have a service that pays for $1 a minute. $1 a minute pays for the service of captioning. So yeah, for sure. And and then actually, I can start translating into other languages later on when I get enough. One of my other goals is I would love to be able to caption in Spanish, because we have a lot of Spanish speakers, and also in French as well. So I'd really love that. And one of the things I've been doing is my sister-in-law, who is hearing impaired, she has her cochlear. She's also from Mexico. I mean, she lives here and she's a citizen in the U.S., but her mom and her live together. And anyway, so what I do is they're obviously speak Spanish. And so I've recently had some of my top knitting videos, my beginner knitting videos. I had them captioned before, but I recently had them translated to Spanish, and we're in the process of double checking those right now. So I ordered captions or ordered subtitles in Spanish, and then actually Olivia is checking them to make sure that they're accurate as far as knitting and crochet is concerned. So yay. So a big thank you to Olivia for spending her time on that to help others online as well. So that really helps hearing impaired in other countries learn. I mean, obviously, as well as the hearing who would like it in another language, but hearing impaired in another language, that makes it even more complicated, right? So anyway, so excited. Man, oh my gosh, Amaris Joseph, thank you so much. Now a member. Look at all these little blue balls. Oh my gosh, all these balls of yarn. Oh my gosh. Well, after a month, they turned purple. And then green. Oh, oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, this channel's rated G. Oh, pardon me while I get really tickled here. Excuse me. Thank you so much, Stephen and Gayla and Amaris. I'd like to thank you. You're the reason I started to design. Yes, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yes, Shauna, the membership is $4.99 a month. It just depends on the country that you're in. It could change. Some are lower, some are higher. It's a YouTube set rate. I don't set the rate. YouTube does. And YouTube, it's like a 70-30. So like 70% of that goes towards Good Knit Kisses videos and patterns and Joanne on staff. And eventually, I mean, it would be amazing if eventually I could hire a videographer so that I wouldn't have to worry about editing anymore. And then I really could get out more videos because I could spend more time just knitting and then having them film me. And then I could get more done and get all the things that you guys have been wanting. Yeah, so that's where that comes from. Yeah, Gayla, I'm so glad. Yeah, you've had the opportunity to join. You know, I've seen the Patreon for years, and what's really cool about that is there's people who join and then they stay monthly and they get all these perks and stuff. But it was off of the YouTube channel. It wasn't on the main YouTube channel. And I didn't quite understand it because, you know, it looks like I know all this tech stuff and I do to a degree, but some of that stuff just kind of overwhelms me and it causes too much learning on my end. And honestly, I'd rather spend my time with yarn. You know, when it stresses me out, then I kind of back off. Y'all, it's hot. My face is getting hot. Okay, hopefully my fan's not too high. I've got my remote for I just got a new fan in here, so I'm gonna turn it on low. Hopefully I'll cool. No, I won't do it on medium. It'll be too high. Anyway, total distraction. What I was saying, I don't even know. But yeah, so if I have to have stress learning on that, but I'm really glad that now YouTube has this availability and the fact that I can do it. Oh my gosh, these emojis are so fun. That's awesome. We're baby Smurfs, Gayla says. I love y'all's comments. You just snorted your tea. Oh. Okay, Dorothy, how do you do it while you're chatting with me? You should be able to click that link to join and then, or you can hit the join button on my channel. So on the main channel page, you can hit join. And if you're on desktop or laptop, you should be able to see, I think it's on your right of the screen, and it'll say join next to the subscribe button. By the way, on your subscription, if you're already subscribed, which I'm assuming you are if you're watching me now, if you're not, I'd love to have you, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and you'll get notifications. Now, I want to say, that you guys, if you are not a member, it's okay. I'm still going to be producing all the same stuff that you're used to. Every Friday, we get a new video. In fact, tomorrow, there's a bonus 4 new videos. What? So, and you got videos this past Monday. You got, obviously, the one telling you about this. But yesterday, I say this past Monday, like today's Wednesday, but it was yesterday. So I had actually two videos come out. Anyway, so I have videos coming out all the time. That's not going to change. But the perks for VIP are you get patterns every month straight to your email inbox. It's a link, and then you go click on it. It's a private link, and I just ask that you not share the link. What this is, it's not like, okay, let me just have a little bitty copyright talk for a second. Anyone who sells a written book, you buy the book and it's your book, right? Digital patterns are not in the same way where you can buy a digital pattern and then you just like give it away at a garage sale, because you always have that digital pattern. So it's yours, it's yours, it's yours, right? You can print it off however many times you want, use it for your house, your home, whatever. It's not a library you can just check it out to the next person. They're also very affordable, which is really nice. But I ask that you not share that link because you're paying for this membership. This is an exclusive thing. I still have that video. I still have that PDF available for other people to get at convenience. I still have the pattern free on our website. The pattern is still free. What this does is it just gives us an extra layer of support at Good Knit Kisses, where I don't need to wait around trying to have some kind of brand sponsor to help me here, because I still support myself. This is you guys supporting me now. And honestly, if you want a video, I'm going to be looking to the VIPs and be like, you're having trouble? Let me know. Like, what can I do to help you? So the other perks are We'll have a once a month live call on first Tuesdays. And we'll also have every quarter, we're going to have stash giveaways. So you can win stuff from my stash. So every 3 months, I'm going to give away 3 items to you guys from my stash, and I'm going to mail it out myself. So, yeah, I mean, you know, unless I have Your Inspiration send me stuff, but honestly, or some other company send me something, but honestly, what I'm doing is I'm giving you something from my own stash. And a lot of times, well, first of all, I have a whole bunch of stuff already lined up to give you, but when I go shopping, I might buy something of my new favorite and then I'll send it out to you. So I'll buy an extra. So, yeah, so, oh, San Paulo, thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. Oh, I'm just zooming up. Sorry. Okay. And if you just joined and you want to do the emojis, type in the colon on either side, write GKK, and then write loom or thumb or silly or swatch. So yeah, yarn is our first love, Sharon says. Oh, hi, Darlene. Welcome in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Way to go on the emoji, Gail. I just saw it. It's something I'll look like while watching on an iPad. Not sure I can link to it now. Yeah, you can totally get it later. Nicole Pepitas, welcome. She's a new VIP member. Thank you so much, Nicole. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Oh, Gayla, you love the plaid yarn video? Oh my gosh, did you love the unboxing one yesterday? And then we showed all the patterns. I don't know if you can see. There's a big box over here. I've got to send it back to them. Premier sent me that whole big box, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love getting big boxes of yarn, don't you? Amazon makes it really easy these days too, and all these online shopping places. It's crazy cool. But you know, I love the fact that I can do a video for you and show me squishing the yarn and see all the colors, because it's so much different than a static photo on a website, right? Like, and if you can't get out to the store, because many of our viewers are people who they live 2 hours from the store. Like, they're like, I'm not getting out of the house for that, you know, especially in the winter and you get stuck in the house. You're like, I can't get out. It's too much. So thank you so much. Card Chick 50. Love all you do for us, Kristen. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Nanette, thank you so much for joining VIP. I'm seeing your other comment now. Yeah, Crafter's Delight. So you're going to hit the little colon thing. There's no spaces. Hit the colon, not the semicolon, and then type GKK, and then the word, no spaces, hit loom, or write silly, or write thumb, or write swatch, and then hit the little colon button again, and it'll pop up. You're in Massachusetts, Nicole? Awesome. Okay, well, you're going to get an email, and it's going to give you a Google Doc, and you're going to sign up, and it's going to give you a way to put in your information so that I can connect with you and give you yarn or a tool or something. I mean, like right now, I've got a little sock loom sitting right here, you know? I've got looms, I got needles, notions, tools, yarn, all those things. So yeah, and it's all about the yarn. New member Timothy Anderson. Welcome, Timothy. I'm so glad you're here. Oh my gosh. Timothy, did you catch the plaid video? Yeah, yesterday, and we showed all the cool stuff. In fact, if y'all didn't see the plaid video, I'll give you a little preview. So this is the new plaid yarn from, where's my other slide? Oh, there's my sample. Here is, this is my miniature scarf. Look at that. This is the little scarf that I taught, and this is the video coming up for this Friday. So we have pattern. Oh, do y'all want to see the stuff for tomorrow? I'll show you in a second. Boop. Okay, you'll see it in a second. This is the video for this coming Friday. We've got a right and a left-handed crochet version. So this week you get loom knitting, needle knitting, and crochet. What? So here is the scarf, and that pattern comes out and video comes out on Friday, right and left-handed. And then we have the black watch throw. Now this is just a sample, but this is what that plaid yarn works up to look like. Isn't that gorgeous? So, oh yeah, it made my face look really red. Yeah, so gorgeous. Hi, Margaret in Ohio. Welcome. Disbig 86 says, I love learning from your channel. I'm a man knitter in Baltimore, Maryland. Thank you for a long time. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you came. We have, let's see, about 20% of our viewership is male. There's a lot, and it's always growing. So yeah, love our male knitters. Love them. And crocheters. It's so fun. Did you know that that kids up until about 1945 or so in the U.S. Learned how to knit in school, like males and females, boys and girls in grade school, they would learn how to knit. So it's not just a feminine thing. I mean, fishermen are the ones who created the knitting needles and took them out onto waters so that they can make it more portable and make their socks and darn their socks while they're out there at long stretches at a time. So yeah. It's cool, and it's so soothing to our soul, right? So anyway, Timothy, oh my gosh, I love seeing the little balls of yarn next to you. Peggy, new member in Plymouth, Michigan. Love the plaid on the loom, please. Yes. So if you have a question about the loom, can you make the plaid on the loom? We have, we will be testing that. You can do the plaid pulling on needles that they have a pattern for. It's called the Loch Ness poncho, and they have a Loch Ness poncho in crochet. So if you see both, the Loch Ness knit poncho is garter stitch. And so you can totally do that on the loom. The loom I think you're going to need is a 1/2 inch or 9/16. That goes into the category of a RG or regular gauge. So if you have an RG loom, you can test it on there. What I would do is before you get the plaid pulling yarn, in the meantime, or while you're waiting on your plaid pulling yarn, in the meantime, you can pull out like a medium worsted weight yarn. If you have Premier, so this is the yarn here. It's called Premier Everyday Plaid. And this is plaid pooling, but the Premier Everyday Soft Worsted is the same weight, and you can test your gauge on that. So if you want to make like a 6x6 in a garter stitch on a 1/2 inch loom, be sure and do that. And I would do one that's entirely made with like a U-knit stitch, like a nice consistent U-knit stitch, or you can do the reverse purl, like the regular traditional true knit. And then note, like make a physical note and attach it to it and say which stitch you used, which knit stitch, and then make another one and use E-wrap. Okay. Now, if either one of those are too big and they don't match the gauge for the pattern, you want to go check the pattern for the Loch Ness knit poncho. Look at the gauge on there. That means you're measuring how many stitches in an inch on your row that you get. And then if they're too loose, you know, like you have too few stitches per inch and you need more, then I would go to a tighter, like a flat knit stitch. Okay. I don't think you're going to need that on the RG. I really think it's going to be more like a U-knit, but anyway, that's, you want to check that out. So, fingerless mitts, I said that I would show it and y'all want to see it. These are, hold on, let me get the other, I got to get my pair. I love these bags. This is one of my Erin Lane bags. This is my size. I had to get my size out. So I have a small, medium, and large adult fingerless mitts. Isn't that fun? So this is the Chic Sheep yarn from Red Heart. Okay, this is Marley Bird's yarn, and it has a zigzag pattern. It's a, look at that. It kind of has, anybody familiar with like a flame stitch from the 80s? Not that this looks 80s, but it kind of has that reminiscent look. So it's a stripe that kind of offset. So I call it the zigzag pattern. And anyway, so I start it in one color and then we end in the next. And then the thumb hole, it kind of alternates on the colors. So I've got this. This one is the needle version, and they both do the same. So needle and loom are the same sizes. And then this color is the one that you see on the loom. So this is that chartreuse green color. And then this color is not pink. It's actually a Mai Tai. It's called Mai Tai. It's like a coral color. So the screen right now is not translating. It's not translating as well, but it's this one. It's called Mai Tai. And then the color is poolside for the blue, and then this green over here is called green tea. So that is the preview for that, small, medium, and large. And then I have another one back here, but only my VIP people are going to learn about that. I have something else. So also, if you're in VIP, we have a separate community area, and the separate community area is one where I'll be able to post polls just for you, post pictures just for you. I still will post public stuff that you've been seeing me do this whole time. Not going to change that, but there will be some private posts, and I'll post something that is more sensitive in nature that I can't show publicly yet, but I can show my VIPs because I know that they're going to be sensitive to that. And also, when you go and click on the Google link when you sign up as a member, we do have a privacy policy, so you can see how your information is used and not used, because really it's truly just for the GoodKnitKisses team, and also to get to know you better, and hey, maybe we can do a meetup sometime. So anyway, yeah, that's that. Let me get back to your comments here. Stephanie caught the live yesterday and ran right out to Joann's for pipes canes to make the baby blanket. Awesome. I cannot wait to see that. Awesome, awesome. Card Chick 50, gorgeous, new to the new to the plaid yarn. Yeah. It's really cool. Hey, Deborah in Alabama. And Timothy says, I tried to make the double knit blanket, but I don't think it turned out right. Posted it on GoodKnitKisses page. Okay. Yeah, I'll be sure and check that out. So, I'll go look at that. You did that on the page and not the group, right? Okay. So I'll go check that out and make sure, that I get back to you on that one for sure, Timothy. And also, if you join as a VIP, there is a membership post right now. There's actually a couple of them welcoming you, and just introduce yourself to everybody there, because that's our own private community. So you do not have to be on Facebook. Okay, number one. Now, the group is not like our Facebook group. So if you are on Facebook group, that's fine, and you can still do that. But I want you to know that it's not the same kind of thing. It's usually what happens is I post a poll or a picture or a link, and then you guys can reply. But it's not where you can post in there, if that makes it, if you understand that. So, Ida, do I knit left or right-handed? I am actually a right-handed knitter, and then when you see my left-handed videos, I am flipping the camera. I'm flipping this, not the camera, but I'm flipping it on my video editing software. I just flip that image. So if I say right or left-handed, and I'll say dominant or non-dominant hand, that way I don't mess up what you hear, and then you can just see visually which way I'm going. And again, I order captions on all those things. Right now, I'm actually still waiting on the captions for the loom video. For some reason, the software, I don't know, there was a mess up, and the captioning people let me know that there's a delay. So that should be up tomorrow in time, though. Hey, Cheryl, I see you jumping on. I recognize your name because you always comment. I love when you guys comment. I do notice you. Deborah says, I'm trying to learn the purl stitch, but I end up with too many stitches. Any suggestions? Yeah, I think, Deborah, are you knitting on needles? If you are on needles, you are probably getting them because you have to make sure your yarn is forward for a purl stitch, but when you're going to switch to the other side to continue a stockinette, when you turn your work, you probably are still having the yarn at the front, and when you flip and turn, you are probably knitting again, and you're knitting that yarn over that's still on your needle, and so you're increasing at the beginning of your row. And if you flip back and forth, like knitting and purling and stuff within a row, it may be that you're adding an extra stitch right in the middle of the row. And so that's what's happening. And then you're getting like a little hole in your work, plus you're getting an increase of stitches. And so when you start noticing that you had that, just go backwards, just one by one. Don't take your work out and get mad and frustrated. I know it can be tempting to take it and just go, oh, I'm just going to rip this out. But go backwards slowly, like stitch by stitch, and really kind of look and see what you're doing, because I tell you, once you've done that a number of times, you'll understand it as soon as you make that mistake, or within a few stitches of making that mistake. So in the future, you won't keep making that over and over, and it'll become like this muscle memory type of thing. You know how athletes, like, they practice stuff so much, and they could do it like with their eyes closed. That's really what happens with knitting, especially when you go back and you learn from your mistakes. So Shut the front door. What? I just did a crazy yarn haul, 48 skeins, saved a lot. Cheryl, that's awesome. You're my kind of girl. That sounds like a purchase I might make. Excuse me. Timothy, okay, so you're legally blind. Okay, so and that would explain part of, I think you and I were having that conversation earlier today on that. Are you doing the loom knit Afghan? The one from Knitting Board. I'm trying to remember the name of that pattern. Okay, so let me see if I can we can talk offline and we'll chat about this. So and I'll go to that Facebook post and look. Cheryl, okay. Sorry, I'm reading all your stuff. Cool, I'm left-handed, Ida says. And I do have a right and left-handed playlist of crochet videos too. I came out with it in June. So if you are a knitter wanting to learn how to crochet, I've got a perfect series for you, lessons 1 through 8. It takes you for the basics, and it even takes you to like the granny squares, a traditional granny square, a closed solid granny square, and even the popular corner to corner blankets. And especially if you're a knitter, you probably really will like this. But Joanne on our team made this incredible calculator, and it helps you plan out yours. So it's kind of like, if you're a knitter, you kind of like, ooh, I like the numbers, you know, if you like charts and how to kind of calculate things out in advance and plan, you can really plan on your yarn. You can plan on your how big it's going to be. A lot of people, you know, want to make a specific size, like, hey, I've got a king size bed I want to do, or I've got a queen mattress or a full, or I want to make it to fit XYZ thing. So anyway, that's a cool thing. Deborah says she's using needles. Okay. Hey, Sandy in Cincinnati. Okay, trying to stitch it looks like squares. You were probably working on a basket weave design. And so I can see why that would happen. In fact, I need to be, I've got a cowl pattern for a basket weave that I need to get on the books and knitted. I've actually got, see these bins behind me? This way. There's some bins behind me. That's actually all the projects that I have been racking up waiting to do for you guys. Several of them are planned in the next several months to get to things that I've really kind of delayed on getting up. So, oh my gosh, we are coming at 51 minutes. We've been online here. So I'm going to take a few more of these questions and then I'm going to head out. I don't want to keep it over an hour. So, let's see. Cheryl says I bought several of the Bernat Easy Loops. Any tips or experience with this? Actually, yes. And I do have, okay. So I did work with, the yarn has come out now, so I can let you know. I did work with another company. Easy Loops is Yarn Inspirations, and they're fantastic. I worked with another company to make a tutorial on how to loop, knit and loop, purl, and even cable with the new loopy kind of yarn. And I don't want to show the other stuff on camera right now, just for different reasons. But at the moment, here, I'll hold up something and see if you can see like the edge of it, and that way I'm not like focusing on one brand. Do you see this yarn that has loops on it? So if you haven't seen the loop type yarn, there's a couple different vendors. There's at least 3 different manufacturers out there right now that are showing, or 4, excuse me, that have loop yarn, and you can knit with just your fingers. It's fantastic. It's really great for kids who want to get started. It's great for crocheters who've always been fearful of doing knitting. You can make a blanket really fast. My neighbor, in fact, they're going on a road trip in a few days, and they're 8-year-old, yeah, she's, no, 10-year-old, or her 10-year-old has been wanting to do something. And so I told her about this yarn, and I said, oh, it's finally out. And then she's like, she picked it up Sunday, and then knit by yesterday. She made like a little, like a lovey, like, well, actually with 2 skeins. So she made like a little, kind of like a baby blanket with it really fast. So anyway, but I worked with Michaels, and on their website right now, so my video will come out, you'll see it in about 2.5 weeks. You'll see my loops video come out on how to use that yarn, and that yarn is out right now. It's called Loops and Threads Loop Yarn, and so their loop yarn or loops is what it's called. Loops and Threads Loops Yarn, aptly named. You can go to Michaels, you can buy it right now. It's out in stores. It's exclusive to them. Like you can't buy it anywhere else. And it's different than some of those other ones. So be sure and check it out. And I did an 8-minute video for them. It's on their website. You have to go to their website. It's not on their YouTube channel. And it goes through all those things that you need. I will be doing a tutorial for another brand. I'll be doing a live video training on Facebook at some point, either this week or next, and then I will throw that out on YouTube later, just because of the nature of what I'm doing. I think I'm going to put it up there first, but you will get the video. It'll just be a live tutorial, and we'll be making a cowl, so that's a little heads up. So anyway, let's see, what else do I want to tell you guys? Making the stitch. I'm reading y'all's questions real quick. Easy yarn. It's the Easy Loops stuff from Bernat, Yarn Inspirations. Jill, where can you find an 82 peg loom? 82 peg loom is from Knitting Board. If you're talking about, I don't have it in front of me. You can't see it back here probably, but there's a plastic loom that has 82 pegs. It's from Knitting Board. It's a 3/8 gauge. Cindy Wood has some. You can look. Yeah, I think it's in my. Anyway, you can't see it. I don't want to point it out. It'd be hard to describe. Okay. Oh, Cheryl says, got it for my young ones as folks without knitting needles due to dexterity issues. Yeah, it's perfect for that. It's a great idea, Cheryl. Yeah, Kiki. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Are you yarning? I'm sorry. I saw the name Kiki and now I have to say that. I know. So strange. Have y'all heard that? I think it's called In My Feelings. Hashtag In My Feelings. Peggy, all-in-one loom from KB has 106. I guess I was answering for the 82, like if it's all in one, like in a round loom. Some people are looking for that. Like I have to do 82 in the round. And I think that that's the larger one from the 3-set premium loom set from KB. Cheryl, no, the other loom brand is not chenille. No, it's not chenille. I don't think I have a sample here. It's not chenille. Go check it out. Yeah. I guess I could tell you. Yeah. It's a boucle. Yeah. And it's really pretty. What is a loom? Deborah said. A knitting loom is, let's see if I can get, well, this one's just in reach. No, it's not. Here's a loom. Here's a sock loom. So this sock loom right here is made to you get socks. It's made just for the right size. So like this would be adult large and then kind of a medium, and you knit on here. And so it's easier on your hands and your joints and things like that for a knitting loom. It's holding all the stitches. You can put this straight down and continue working. It's really great for people who have those dexterity issues and everything, but it's also great for kids. And you know, sometimes people have a hard time learning on the needles, and then they take up loom, and then they end up learning the stitches better on the knitting loom and then transition to needles, or they continue doing both. Some people never want to do knitting on needles at all. So it just solves kind of a variety of issues. Loom knitting is kind of my first passion, love, and that's the reason why I started this channel. And so a lot of people are loom knitters on here, and I love my loomers. I do love my loomers. So I hope that answers your question. That's a quick way of saying it. Kiki, I just saw your comment. Deborah, oh yeah, all these looms back here you can see, yeah. Who hasn't heard it, LOL. Kayla. How do you increase patterns to make larger size clothes? That's going to have to be something I would need to make that on like a video or something. And that really depends on gauge, learning about swatches and gauge. I do have a video on how to swatch and gauge, but that's the first thing you need to know is how to do that. And then that helps you learn how to increase sizing. I'm still learning about knitting wearable to patterns and learning how to size. So some of that is my issue of learning. Man, is the fan... Okay, I got to turn this fan up a little bit more. Hopefully it's not too loud when I turn it up. Just tell me too loud if the fan's too loud. You have loose joints, Jill. I know, that's so frustrating. Timothy has that loom. Cool. Cheryl wants that loom. Oh, Timothy, you have the new 38-inch KB loom, or is that the old one? So the old one has the metal pins. I was looking to see if I have that with me. And then the new one is just like the 28. So anyway, all right. So, oh, thank you, Tina. Thank you so much. Well, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. We have, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new members that just joined the broadcast. That means we should have 10 members for GoodKnitKisses VIP. GoodKnitKisses. I said GoodKnitKisses. So we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you who have signed up on our Google form. So we're missing like some of your other stuff, but you're going to check your emails after this. So I think Joseph already did it, and so did Steven. Look at y'all. I'm looking. I'm in the behind the scenes. I'm looking at this right now. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. Did you like this format today? Did you like being able to catch up with me and everything? If you did, be sure and join. I'm hitting right on the hour here, so we're about to go. Be sure and join as a member. Again, it will not change any services that you normally get. And you get me. In fact, I'm actually a YouTube premium user. I'm a YouTube Red person, and I love it because I don't get any of the commercials or anything. Like it's great. So I actually subscribe right now to YouTube. I think it's like $9.99 a month. I may be grandfathered into an old price, but I actually do subscribe myself. So I'm kind of, saying what I'm preaching, I'm teaching what I preach, what I can't even say it. I'm doing as I say. So anyway, I'm so glad to the new VIPs. We will see you tomorrow online here for 4 new patterns, 2 on needle, 2 on loom. I'm going to do loom clockwise and counterclockwise, making the mitts, the fingerless mitts. And yeah, I can't wait for you to join me. And also this Friday, and we'll be working on this pattern here with the new plaid yarn. So be sure and check that out and get it. We have a coupon code for it. So if you'll check GoodKnitKisses website. Also, there's some little cards on this video, so if you click the little eye in the upper right-hand corner, you're going to see, it's probably over one of my faces over here, you're going to see a little eye. Click that. There's a link to the blog. There's a link to how to join. It's got the VIP, the short video. It's like a 4-minute video if you want to hear more about the VIP program, and I'm sure I got something else on there. I think I got a link to my loom knitting book. So anyway, I'm really glad you guys joined me, and we will see you next time. I'm going to drop the link one more time for you if you want to join. And Kathy, there's a link for you if you'd like to do that. First Tuesdays, I will see the next VIPers, and we're going to see you next month at that time. And by December, so if you join me by December, will be the first stash giveaway. So we'll have that then. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh, have a great day. Oh, Timothy, one more question he's asking. If you go to GoodKnitKisses channel, the good YouTube channel, youtube.com/GoodKnitKisses, and then go to the community tab. You'll click there. You'll see member-only posts and public posts if you're a VIP. You'll see public posts if you're just a part of the public. And, of course, you can hit subscribe and notifications if you haven't subscribed yet, and you'll still receive all the regular stuff, weekly videos. All right, you guys have a great day. Happy knitting and crochet. Bye, everyone.